Next, it's time for Truth or Fake. Joined now by Catalina Marchand-Abreu. Catalina, you're staying with our main story this evening. In today's edition, Israel marking a year since the October 7th massacre. What kind of misinformation has been circulating between Israel and Hamas? How people are discussing that online?
We'll begin with these recurring claims. 1 year on, following the Hamas attacks on Israel on October 7th, claims that the IDF targeted its own civilians at the Supernova music festival. This type of claim made as recently here as September 10th, where this user says Israel admits that its own tanks that caused the death of civilians and soldiers at the music festival. Based off claims like these made by this user last November, called Syrian Girl, who says Israel admits Apache helicopters fired on their own civilians running from the Supernova Music Festival, a claim that's already been seen over 30 million times since it's been published. This user includes this video, what seems to be a video, filmed through a combat helicopter striking targets in the ground, that this user claims is leaked IDF footage of Apache helicopters targeting its own civilians. Sure.
Do these videos then allow us to confirm that the IDF did indeed target civilians at the Supernova Music Festival then?
It absolutely doesn't. This is actually a pro-Hamas narrative that continues to circulate widely online. These claims are actually misleading, since this video was not even leaked. It was even published by the Israeli army itself on X on October 9th, where they published a compilation of images through this video, where they say shows the numerous air raids along and across the Gaza Strip causing the death of Hamas terrorists, where you can see the same video that was posted on the fake claims around minute 2 of this compilation video. Optics captured, as they say, from an Apache military helicopter. Geo confirmed also debunked these claims, saying that this scene did not even take place on festival grounds, not even on Israeli territory, but in the Gaza Strip. The precise location, they say, was about 10 kilometers away from the festival venue, which confirms the statements made by the IDF. However, despite these claims that we just saw, the Israeli military sources actually told journalists that due to the chaotic response to the events of October 7th, first combat responders did have an extremely hard time identifying terrorists from hostages, difficulties especially encountered in the kibbutz, where, for example, 48-year-old Nahal Oz was accidentally shot by the IDF after being mistaken for a terrorist. And in July, just recently in July, Haaretz unveiled this internal investigation that found that the IDF activated what's called the Animal Directive Protocol on October 7th that could have risked civilian lives in this Hamas attack, a controversial procedure that allows the Israeli military to use any force necessary to prevent the capture of Israeli soldiers by enemy forces, which puts hostages' lives in danger. Harris reports, however, that it's impossible to determine the extent of Israeli civilian losses as a result of the activation of this protocol. Sharon.
Catalina, then what other kind of claims have been major elements of misinformation throughout the war?
Well, Sharon, there was plenty of misinformation regarding the Hamas atrocities committed on children and babies, including the viral claim that 40 beheaded babies were found in the Kfar Aza kibbutz. This rumor gained unprecedented traction, even reaching the White House after President Joe Biden said that he had seen photographic evidence of terrorists beheading children. Unconfirmed claims that were later clarified by White House officials, claims that originated from this I-24 News live broadcast 3 days following the October 7th attack, when journalists were invited to the kibbutz. This I-24 reporter made the initial comment of a mention of beheaded babies. She says, quote, babies, their heads cut off. That's what they said, referring to the witnesses of soldiers, Israeli soldiers. As Le Monde reports that even 6 months after October 7th, these claims continue to go viral, as an Israeli government press official confirmed to Le Monde that there were never 40 decapitated babies in the kibbutz, as they confirm that 38 minors, including 2 infants, were killed. Then confusion regarding Hamas atrocities do continue to spread online, as, for example, Pro-Palestinian and American accounts on X started to falsely claim that a photo of a burned baby that was posted on X by Prime Minister Netanyahu on October 12th, an image that we won't show due to its graphic content, was actually a photo generated using artificial intelligence, claims that we've also debunked. And then there were the also viral Hollywood claims online shared by pro-Israeli accounts that accuse Palestinians of staging their own suffering, including this viral video where users claim that this Palestinian blogger miraculously healed from one day to the next from Israeli bombing. So when in fact, these were two different men. So misinformation from both sides of the spectrum, Israeli and Palestinian propaganda that are fueling this misinformation war between both.
Thanks for taking us through all of that, Catalina. That is Catalina Marchand-Abreu joining us with tonight's Truth or Fake. Well, that is it from us for now. Stay with us, though. We'll be right back with more world news.